the award-winning rapper Folarin Falana, aka also known as, I beg your pardon, Falz, is not just um, a speculative artist and an actor. He is also one of the most notable Nigerian celebrities when it comes to activism. He recently sat down with in an interview following the release of his new body of work, The Fist. And while there, he re-emphasized that he has zero interest in ever joining politics or pursuing any public office. The multi-talented entertainer dismissed any possibility of venturing into politics, stressing that he never feels the twinge to set Nigeria right himself. When asked, Falz responded sharply, "Politics care? No, it's a big no. What's my business with politics? I can never become a politician. I don't think I would ever be able to be the one, because being one requires some traits that I don't possess. A lot of negative traits, even some normal traits. The being patient and always being on. I can't do it." Though his outspoken nature and consistent advocacy on national issues have earned him admiration from young Nigerians, Falz always says his involvement in activism stems from a place of deep compassion rather than political ambition. Falz said back in 2023, "Compassion, I just care, and I cannot afford to witness everything I witness and not say anything and not do anything about it. It's just the way that I am built. Nobody is putting fire on my backside and telling me that I must do this or I must do that. I just come out." It just comes, I beg your pardon. Falz, who is also a trained lawyer and the son of the renowned human rights lawyer Femi Falana's son, has consistently used his platform to address issues such as police brutality, bad governance, and injustice. However, he maintains that activism and politics are not mutually inclusive. Now, Favor, let me come to you on this particular one. What do you make of this story generally?
If he says he's not interested in politics, I won't query him, but I would love to look at it from a temporal perspective, because he's still in the path. So probably he's saying he might not go into full-blown politics, but activism is like an offshoot of politics. Yes, you can't move, but as long as you're standing out for justice, what you consider true, as long as you believe in human rights, and then you are taking the step to standing for those who are seemingly oppressed, it's politics. What is politics? It's about people. So we know that politics is not like the full way we refer to you as this person is having this office, this is where he is. But activism starts from the street. After all, Showere he's still an activist, but he contested for presidency. So I feel activism is like the baby steps towards politics. So if he says he's not interested in politics, fine, no problem. Let us watch him.
Bill, what's your side to this? Would you like to see Falz as a politician, even though he said he wants to venture into politics?
I feel like being in politics, like actually, like having a political office, kind of distracts you from. It kind of reduces what you can do. Like he
really?
said,
Does it?
Yeah. Like he said, being patient. If someone that has an office, you have to be patient to go through the due process, because this is not a dictatorship, right? And so, being a politician actually slows down things you can do. So, for someone like Falz. For someone like Falz, who is an artist and has a platform already, and you could say he has money and he has people around him. I strongly believe that him doing what he's currently doing at the moment, I think he could stick with what he's doing, and he could decide to go into politics if what he's doing is not currently working. But at the end of the day, everyone gets to choose. Everyone gets to choose what they want to do and how they want to go about, fighting for their community, whatever they want to fight for. And so if he's gonna continue doing it the way he's doing, fine. But if he wants to choose politics later down the line, that's not the work he's doing at the moment.
Politics will be distracting to what all the works he's been doing at the moment. Now, what do you think are the key difference between being an activist and a politician? And are there things he could do? Are there changes he could implement whilst at office that he cannot implement because he's not in office?
At the end of the day, most of the major work of an activist is to influence changes. But influence politicians or make them, push them towards making changes that they would have made, but just making it a little bit faster, kind of bringing their attention to that particular problem. And so while as someone in the office, you're gonna have to deal with bureaucracy, people, but as an activist you have that wide net to be able to, you could decide to fight for this tomorrow, you decide to switch to another thing tomorrow, but as a politician you're always thinking, how do I stay in favor, people I'm representing, would they want me out tomorrow, how do I keep them happy, not just keeping them happy, how do I keep the people around me happy while I do that, so I think that's good for this.
Now, Phil, let me come to you. A lot of people, all the activists now, we've seen activists, we've seen Very Dark Man, we've seen Mr. Macaroni, we've seen Falz, and the list goes on and on. These guys have brilliant ideas. They come out, they say brilliant things that could, if implemented, could bring or cause a change in the narrative. Now, if we give these people the opportunity to rule us, don't you think there are possibility that we could get that so desired change, being that, okay, these people already see us, see the problem now? Using Falz as an instance, if Falz gets into power, yes, there are things that he would not be able to do, yes, but then there are things that he can also still do, being president, a governor, or holding any position at all. Don't you think that when these people get into that place, they could give the desired change or provide the desired change?
I think, or I believe they could. But the question is, would they? That's the thing. Having an ambition is different from executing a policy. They could, yes, they could. It's what we expect. But when they get into that place, would they? That's the issue we have most times in so, like I said, what is the point of an activist when what you're fighting for is not implemented? Now, what I would advise is he should not say he's not interested in policies. Instead, he should start building, if he hasn't put systems in place that will ensure that if eventually he gets into politics, he will still be the salt in the meat, influencing the meat, not allowing the meat to swallow it. Because he's going into a place that has structures. So it could, why he was carrying out activism, it wasn't from his personal selfless part. It could be selfless and some ambition. If it wasn't entirely a selfless thing, he can go down there and then do maybe out of 100%, just do 30 and say, have I not tried? Do whatever you want to effect the change. So I like I said, not that he could, but would he? That's the question we ask ourselves. Because most people go in there with good ambitions, and at the end of the day, we don't get what we want, and then they come out. Now, most of them are still good, but the systems there, you're like walking into how will I put it now? Walking into a building that has structures, and then you just can't start
creating new
doors, everything. Without where there are pillars around. No, it doesn't. So it's system. So it's now on a personal note. As an individual, you understand. You understand you're going through the process, and then you should ask yourself the question: once I get to this position, will I still maintain myself as coke inside water?
Now, thank you very much, Favor, for those thoughts. All right, Bill, let me come to you now on this particular one. Young ones oftentimes shy away from politics. Why do you think that is?
I think it comes down to education. Some, like, over time and time ago and over the years, we're talking about the same problems we've been talking about for as long as I can remember.
Same old.
It's the same things over and over. I can't think of any problem that we're talking about like when I was 10 years old that we are not talking about now. Not one. Right? I can't think of anything that we're talking about then that we're not talking about now. So I think everyone has figured out or kind of thought, they have come to the conclusion that no matter who they vote, no matter what they do politically, it changes absolutely nothing. And so that's why I believe young people have discouraged to do that, to actually challenge and try to change what's happening. And again, on the other hand, when people try to come out and challenge, no one really comes to back them. There's that fear in the air. I think in our last conversation when I came on here, I said also, and that thing is when people try to actually challenge, the government then distracts them with something else. And so there's always something. Once they see that all fails, they start distracting them with something else, and people are quite easily distracted. So I believe that would be like some reasons why.
People, do you agree with Bill? Okay, Bill just painted the narrative now. Like a dog is coming for you to get what you have, and you just that ball that makes that sound, and you just distracts the dog from coming to take what you have and chase the ball. Do you think that's the narrative?
Yes, that's the narrative. That's just like a donkey. You put a dangle a carrot in front of it, and then it leads to wherever it wants to go. And it's appalling. It's appalling because when I find out, okay, so all the things you've been doing since, what's the essence of it?